Hello homies, welcome to the video. Today, we're diving deep into the world of one of the most iconic characters in Power Rangers history, Tommy Oliver. From the Green Ranger to the White Ranger and beyond, we're going to explore just how strong Tommy is. So, without further ado, let's get cooking. First up, let's rewind to the early days when Tommy burst onto the scene as the Green Ranger. Tommy Oliver was a transfer student at Angel Grove High School. There, he entered a martial arts tournament where he befriended the likes of Jason, Zach, Billy, Trini, and Kimberly. Sadly, this would not last as old Cone Boobs, aka Rita Repulsa, would brainwash Tommy into becoming her evil servant. But not just any lackey like a putty. Rita, with her evil magic, granted Tommy powers beyond his normal threshold. He became the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger. Luckily, this would not last for two reasons, as the Rangers were able to defeat Tommy, freeing him from Rita's control. Reason 2 is that Tommy's Ranger powers were connected to a mystical green candle. When it fizzles out, Tommy would lose his powers as the Green Ranger. This would not be the end, and I'm going to say that a lot in this video. Due to his experiences as the Mighty Morphing White Ranger, Red Zeo Ranger, Red Turbo Ranger, and the Black Dino Thunder Ranger, he would be granted the Master Morpher, assuring he would save the world whenever and wherever he can. However, even great heroes need some downtime. He would attain a doctorate and become a paleontologist, settle down with his former Pink Zeo Ranger teammate, Catherine Hiller, who conceived their son, JJ Oliver. As stated by the man himself, once a Ranger, always a Ranger. Now, onto Tommy's abilities. Due to being a Power Ranger, when Tommy morphs, he is granted access to the Morphing Grid, an extra-dimensional energy source that grants the Rangers superhuman abilities. One thing to keep in mind is those sparks you see whenever the Rangers take a hit, that's the Morphing Grid acting as an invisible armor of sorts. The caveat to this is that the Rangers can only use so much of the Morphing Grid at once, and if they suffer too much damage, they can even revert to their original forms. When he was the Green Ranger, he possessed the Dragon Dagger, a mystical flute that summons and controls the almighty Dragon Sword. The flute also comes with a built-in attack reflector and can launch energy beams. His dragon armor can passively heal the user and provide more protection. When he became the White Ranger, he wielded his trusty talking saber Saba, which can fly, shoot lasers out of its eyes, and summon his White Tiger Sword. In the short time that he was apparently a ninja, don't ask, he possessed the White Falcon Sword. In Zeo, he had the Zeo Power Sword, the Zeo Laser Pistol, and the Zeo Zord 5 Phoenix. In Power Rangers Turbo, he possessed the Auto Blaster, the Turbo Blade, and his sick wheels, the Lightning Cruiser Zord. In his final incarnation, he possessed the Brachio Staff, could turn invisible, and piloted the Brachiozord, which carried other Zords within itself. Now, onto Tommy's physicality. Starting off, Tommy scales to the likes of his teammates Trini and Jason, who were both capable of lifting giant boulders over their heads, which were calculated to weigh upwards of 145 tons, and Trini, by herself, was able to push off a massive boulder off a cliff which could weigh easily over 10,000 tons. This should be reasonable, as other Rangers, like the Red Time Force Ranger, were capable of overwhelming monsters in their giant form. In episode 3 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Rita sent the monster Minotaur from the moon to crash down on Earth. Assuming a weight of 100 kilograms and a time frame of 3 seconds, Minotaur survived an impact worth 227 megatons worth of TNT. The Mighty Morphin Rangers, as beginners, were able to damage Minotaur with their primary weapons. If we want to go even further, as mentioned previously, Tommy was capable of holding his own even for a short time against powerful giant-sized monsters and even the Dino Megazord when he was evil. So, if we scale Tommy to Zords and Megazords alike, the Megazord from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was capable of fighting monsters like Octoplan, who was capable of encircling his vines around the Earth, and Goatan was able to create storms that could threaten the planet itself. Even Rita herself has a large planet-level feat by causing a solar eclipse with her magic and blowing up an island. There's even an argument that other Rangers scale to this in their base forms. The Alien Rangers were able to fight Hydro Hog, who was able to evaporate the water of entire planets, which put him and the Alien Rangers at relatively multi-continental levels of attack potency. We could go even higher. In the episode Forever Red, the Red Wild Force Ranger was able to destroy Serpentera, a Zord capable of destroying planets, and the SPD Rangers fought against Omni, who was also capable of destroying a planet in the first episode of the season. This means we could put Tommy at most at multi-continental to planetary levels of attack potency. Bare minimum, Tommy has to have subsonic movement speed, as the Ninja Storm Rangers in base could move as a blur, implying they were faster than the eye can see. Reaction-wise, Jason has feats of dodging Rita's magic lightning, which could put him at speeds of over Mach 200. Although, given some leeway, Tommy could be considered faster, as he was able to hold his own against Lord Zed, who could chuck growing grenades from the moon to Earth in under a few seconds, similar to what Rita did with the Minotaur, which would require relativistic speeds. For a high-end feat, the aforementioned Hydro Hog was able to cross the galaxy in under a minute in order to eliminate the Alien Rangers, which would require speeds of 132 billion times the speed of light. In conclusion, the strength of Tommy Oliver goes far beyond his morphing abilities and martial arts skills. Attack potency, he should be around building level plus to mountain level, subsonic to massively hypersonic speeds. His higher end feats should put him at multi-continental to large planetary. Speed-wise should be relativistic to massively faster than light with durability of planetary proportions. That's a wrap for today's video, homies. Hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the strength of Tommy Oliver. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments what's your favorite thing about Jason David Frank himself. Until next time, may the power protect you. Always.